to my journey into another weigh-in. We're not on the porch because it is not daylight yet. I'm trying to get this done before my little tornado wakes up. If I had a fraction of his energy, I'd be unstoppable. I'll tell you what. But we've been having a good. He come yesterday. We had a good time. I bought that. Y'all remember at the 49-cent sale a few weeks ago? I got that Kerplunk game, and I told you I used to play it with my mom and papa when I was little. I loved that game, and so I thought for 49 cents, me and Sebastian's gonna play it. Well, he come in here last night. I was doing that Brussels sprout video, which, by the way, let me change the subject. If you like Brussels sprouts, go try it. It's based loosely on a recipe I found in a magazine, and when I got the recipe out, I saw stuff in there I didn't know it had in it. I'm like, I'm not putting that in it. I'm not cooking that. I'm not doing that. I'll do my own thing. So I did my own thing on camera as we went. I did my own thing, and it turned out so good. So if you like Brussels sprouts, give it a try. Multiply as many times as you need to. If you don't like Brussels sprouts, give it a try. Because I told David, I think even he could eat that. It was that good. So anyway, he come in here when I was doing that, and he says, Mama, can we play a game? I said, we sure can. Let me finish what I'm doing. He said, I want to play Kerplunk. I said, well, we'll do it. So we sat there and we played Kerplunk. It took him about 2 sticks worth, and he realized I had to explain to him, normally when you get more of something, you win. This is when you get more of something, you lose. And I said, the object of the game is you have to pull the sticks out so you don't touch the marbles and make the marbles fall. So he got down there, he started looking, he said, I'm going to get one on the bottom. You got that right. He figured it out like that. So we played a few games of that, had a good time with that. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I think I was just saying, we in here, instead of on the porch, we in here filming because it's dark outside. I'm trying to get this done before he gets up. But it's weigh-in video. Y'all should know that. I didn't have to tell you that. So let me tell you what I weighed, and we're going to talk about it. I weighed 261.4 for excuse me. Must be that coffee, because that's all I've had. Excuse me, that's rude. A gain of 1 pound even, but that keeps me at 115.7. So, yay, I'm still at my 115 button. Well, here's the thing. Here's what had happened. What had happened was my tastes have changed, and I've been navigating the new waters. You see what I'm saying? This Ozempic has just changed my taste. I was gradually getting to where I didn't like chicken. Remember I told you that a couple weeks ago? I'm like, I'm not digging the chicken. And then it's just like almost overnight, my taste buds went, okay, we're going to completely change on you, and you can figure it out. And that's what they did. Anything that sounds good, let me say anything that sounds good. Anything that is good for me, as in the protein, I don't have a taste for. As in, not like, I don't have a taste for Italian tonight. I think I'd have Chinese. Not that kind of, I don't have the taste for it. The kind of I have the taste for is like, I ain't eating that. You see what I'm saying? So I've not been eating properly at all. Now, I've not been going crazy on sweets because we don't have sweets in the house. Now, I will say I had sweets yesterday because I got the puff cakes for Sebastian. I ate puff cakes with him. Good. Ooh. They're like this big. So at least they're not whole cupcakes. Eating more than one of those. But I'm just like, I want the carbs. The carbs sound really good and they go down really good. That's the problem with carbs. is that's like a slider food. A slider food is something that you can just eat and eat. It doesn't really fill you up. You can just eat more of it and eat more of it. Those are the things that I'm wanting. Those are the things that sound good. The food, I guess you could say the food is what is not sounding good to me. What that I'm just like, I can't eat that. I just can't eat that. The best thing I ate all week, other than going to Sonny's and getting ribs, and I ate 2 ribs, my piece of bread. I couldn't help if it was a carb or not. I tried to eat my protein, which I did. I ate 2 ribs and my piece of bread because it's good garlic bread, the thick bread, and not Texas toast, but it's thicker than a loaf bread, and a few French fries, and that's all I ate. I brought the rest home, and then I just ate my other 3 ribs. I didn't eat no French fries or nothing. That was loud. So that was good. But really, the best thing I ate was the other day. I ate some chili beans, and they wasn't even on the menu. The menu was porcupine meatballs. Well, I had forgotten about the tomato soup, so I couldn't make that because that's what you cook it in. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna do something with some hamburger. Well, I'll just make some chili beans. Normally when I make chili beans, I make up more than one packet of sauce, seasoning, so I'll have it on hand. I wasn't feeling it, so I just made the one pot. I wish next time I want chili beans that I had done it, but I put some sour cream on it, a little sprinkle of cheese, and some of those little crunchy tortilla strips. A little bit of corn on the side, a little spoonful of corn on the side. It was so good. Now that was good. And it was carbs because I did have some corn with it. But I've looked and what I've read, corn is a whole grain. That's what I've read. Call Google a liar if you want to. And the beans, the kidney beans in it, those are carbs, but that's good fiber. And so I don't consider that a slider food or a bad carb if I eat beans, because beans are really good for you. Hold on. I'm sorry, something popped up. When stuff pops up, sometimes I can tell by the color of it that it's some kind of notification that I need to see. And then like some other things, I can tell by the color. I don't need to look. So I've been navigating these new waters this week on how to get my protein, which I most certainly have not been getting in my protein. That's one of my problems. And I've been eating I'm trying to think what I've even been eating. Like, I ain't been eating supper because I don't really want it. I made supper one night because I was hungry and I thought, well, I need some protein. So I ate one of these Quest protein cookies and it laid heavy on my belly. So come supper time, well, here's the funny thing now that I'm sitting here thinking about it. Supper wasn't even protein. It was meatless night. It was pierogies and speckled butter beans and something else. Why am I drinking so loud? So it wasn't even protein. So I saved it and had it for breakfast the next morning. I made me a little plate before David ate and got my little bit out. Now, that's not changed. I can only eat a little bit of food, and that is thanks to the surgery and the Ozempic. The Ozempic, I don't think would stop me from eating too much if I hadn't had the surgery. It might stop me from having these taste and maybe not wanting food, but if I find something that I really like them pierogies, I could eat a foot tub of those pierogies, but I just got my little serving out. But if it wasn't for the surgery, I know I would have overdone it on them pierogies. So the surgery is helping the quantity of food that I can eat. And for that, I am grateful. And I am now, which I don't know, but I'm pretty positive it's the Ozempic that is changed. I guess it's changed me. I don't know, but y'all remember after I had the surgery for however long, I never felt full. And I told the doctor, I said, I never feel full. And that's why she put me on Ozempic. She said, we got to get these food things in your head under control. So that's when she put me on the Ozempic. And then it eventually started working. I took it there for a little bit and it didn't do anything. And then it started working. And now I feel like my body is responding the way I was supposed to respond immediately after surgery. I'm finally doing that. So I eat, boom, I'm full. You know what I mean? I have learned now how much I can eat, but I'm not eating the right things, and I can't think of. I'm trying to think what I have in the house that I've eat that ain't like instead of what was something the other morning. I can't think, but well, like I've eat toast. So instead of finding something when I was hungry, instead of finding something protein to eat, I ate toast, which there's a few grams of protein in that bread, but it's that Dave's Killer Bread, whole grain, sprouted whole grain, thin slice, whatever. It's delicious. I've not eaten even close to half the loaf, but like I was hungry, and instead of like eating a cheese stick or some little something I could find, maybe have some boiled eggs or something like that, I went for a piece of toast. I guess I can make me a cheese toast and get some protein out of that cheese. But, and I didn't prep. Y'all know when I don't prep, I get into trouble. And I think that's what happened too. Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, that's part of what happened is I didn't have food prepped, which the last time I prepped food, it was good when I first started eating it, whatever it was. And then it's just like, oh, I can't eat that. I can't eat it. Breakfast or lunch. So I'm hoping what I make this week is something I'm going to be able to eat. You know what I mean? Um, so I got to figure out how to get this carb tooth under control and get my protein. I got to get my protein in. They push that on us, and that's even if you didn't have weight loss surgery, that's important. You got to have your protein. I don't care what else you eat, you got to have your protein. Listen, let me tell you this. I'm sick of talking about that. I'm tired of talking about that. I'm going to figure it out and lose weight next week. How about we'll just end it at that? But Bobby was saying on my car ride the other day when I just took y'all along with me to run my errands, she said she enjoyed that I should call it chat and ride. I was like, oh, because you know I do chat and haul. She said chat and ride. I'm like, I like that. So I think maybe once a week, if I can find some errands to run, you know, my errands will probably be going to the Dollar Tree, but whatever, that's an errand. If I can find some errands to run and anything to talk about, maybe we'll do a chat and ride once a week. Oh, well, what do you think about that? So I think that's a pretty good idea. But since we was in here, when I'm outside, I don't have my book. I don't have anything out there with me. And I was sitting here thinking, well, I ain't got nothing to talk about but my taste buds. And I looked over there and I seen my book. I'm like, and I got it marked for things we've already talked about so I don't forget. Because, you know, once I make a video, I can't hardly listen. If y'all think I'm joking, I can make a video. Like I can make this video, edit it, put it up. Somebody can say something about something I said. I'm like, what did I say? I can't remember what I said. So it's bad. It's bad. So that's why I marked these because I knew I couldn't remember. But I thought we'll find us one in here to talk about. Look, I'm going to pick a page. Oh, look at the page I picked. February. I wonder if I should find the month of June and see what it says. I'm flipping through. It always seems impossible until it's done. Nelson Mandela. Let me mark that page. I only have to look no further. On this weight loss journey of ours, we are daunted at the task ahead of us. If you think staring down the barrel of 200 pounds didn't seem impossible, you are delusional because it seemed impossible. Until I got to 100 pounds lost, it seemed impossible, especially with the way my weight loss goes. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Weight loss goes up and down anyway, but mine seems to go more up and down than some people's. Some people are pretty linear. They get on a track and they go. They're pretty linear. Now, there'll be a dip in the road sometimes, but that's normal. Weights fluctuate from day to day to day. So I might have weighed less yesterday than I weighed today. Who knows? Could have weighed more. Who knows? Tomorrow could show up I lost 2 pounds. Who knows? It just happens to be the day that I record it is Thursday. That's the day I record it. So whatever shows up on that day is the day I record that shows the progress for the week. That's all. So I'm not freaking out about no 1 pound. I'm just not. But that 100 pounds, it seemed impossible until it was done. And I'm like, girlfriend, you lost 100 pounds. You actually did it. It took you forever, but you did it. But guess what? What we always go back to in a lot of our conversations is you don't quit. Even if it did take 5 years of trying to get my ish together to lose 100 pounds, I still did it. If I had quit, guess what? That impossible would have been impossible. You might as well add to that sentence, it seems impossible till it's done and you don't give up. It is impossible if you give up. It is 100,000% impossible if you give up, barring some unforeseen health issue. Y'all know. Don't take it to the extreme. But once it's done, you're like, I did that. Maybe it's not 100 pounds. Maybe it's 10 pounds. That 10 pounds seems impossible to you until you get it done and you got that 10 pounds under your belt and you're like, oh, it was possible after all. I did that. So don't quit on your journey and don't study on the impossible part. Don't let the, oh my gosh, this is impossible part prey on your mind, because it will, and it'll take you down. If you let it live there, it will drag you down. You can't do that. You got to know that it is possible. And when you get it done, you will see all this time that I thought it wasn't possible. Guess what? It was. It was because I didn't give up. It was because I kept trying. As long as you keep trying, you're going to get there. You will get there. It might take you a long time like it did me. It might take you a long time. You can't do it. And then, like me, I decided the right path for me was to have weight loss surgery. That was the right path for me. And look how long it's still taken me after surgery. It was not a magic pill. We've discussed that before. I didn't come out of surgery and it just started falling off of me. I have still had to work my ass off every single day and claw for every single pound that I have lost. And some weeks I clawed harder. Let's be honest. I mean, I didn't dig into the wall every single week. Some weeks I was just like maybe digging with my fingertips, and other weeks I was digging with my fingernails. But I was still digging. Whatever you are doing to lose the weight, keep doing it. Unless it ain't working, give something else a try. You know I'm a big proponent of trying something else because I tried it all. And maybe I didn't give some things time. I don't know. Heck, I had weight loss surgery and it didn't just happen. I've had to keep trying and trying and trying. So who's to say if I would be where I was if I hadn't had it? I hadn't lost, but well, I've lost maybe 40, about 46 pounds. So 46 pounds, that's not bad. 46 pounds since October. That's not bad. And then helping my thought patterns towards food of always just constantly wanting food and not being able to stop and not feeling full, then the Ozempic she added on to it helped. So maybe I'm not going to sit here and say go get on drugs. So y'all say you're pushing drugs, you're pushing drugs. No, I'm just telling you. Sometimes the path we take is not the traditional path. You see what I'm saying? Maybe we have to try something else, but just keep trying. That's all I know. I kept trying even after my surgery. I'm still trying now that I got those Ozempic because guess what? It has changed my taste buds. So now I've got to try something different. I got to figure out something different, how to get it back on track. So I ain't out of the woods. I ain't out of the woods because here's what. No, I can't eat much, but if I don't eat much of the wrong thing, I'm still not going to lose the weight because I'm not eating the right things. I got to eat the right foods. Don't think we're going to get by. Even if I can only eat, so much, not even if I can only eat so much. But let's just say, okay, one meal was a cupcake, and that's all I could eat. I can't eat no more. A cupcake. And then next time I get hungry, I eat some spaghetti, which is all noodles, a little bit of meat, all noodles. And then I eat, I don't know. Think of some things. So throughout the day, I eat things that they're not protein, they're not nutritious. Is that how I should say it? Then I can't expect to be on a nice, healthy weight loss journey. So I'm still going to have to fight it because I want to eat the cupcake. I give up sugar, but boy, since I'm having this aversion to regular food, I sure could go back to eating sweets. I could probably go back to eating chips. Thank goodness there ain't none in the house. I'd have probably done been all over them. So my fight ain't over. I've still got to claw. I've got to claw. So that's what I want you to know. Even if it's going to take you longer, even if you keep trying your route, if you have to go the non-traditional route like me, whatever route you go, don't give up while you're on it. Don't quit on the side of the road. Don't pull over. Well, if you pull over, just get back on the road. That's what I'm telling you. Sometimes you do have to pull over. Let's face it. Sometimes you need a break. But sometimes when you take that break, you come back with a whole new spirit of, oh my gosh, I really want to do this thing. You have a renewed energy about you. Sometimes when you take a refresher, a break, a breather. So maybe if you have to do that, don't take it long, because you can get off. Don't take a breather of, okay, my breather is, I'm going to eat everything I haven't been able to eat, and then I'll go back to eating like I should. That's not the kind of breather I'm talking about, because that'll set you on a path. Like that meme said, I sent the wagon down the hill and set it on fire. That'll set you on the wrong path. A breather just means maybe not being so stringent about the rules. Maybe if you're counting points, maybe just don't count points for a week. Just kind of. I had to do that when I was on Weight Watchers. I'd have to take a break because them points got on my last nerve. I'm gonna tell you what, these calories and proteins and carbs, they're getting on my last nerve. I've got to get. You'd think my breather on that would have been enough, but it apparently has not. So I've got to get back to tracking. I think if I track, I can pay closer attention to what I'm eating. Because I'll eat something during the day, I won't even think about it. I could probably sit down at supper time and not even tell you what I ate the whole rest of the day before then. I'm not joking. It's got bouncy springs in there, and they're not, the battery terminals are not connected sometimes. But just know that, like that quote says, it seems impossible until it's done. But once it's done, you'll see it was possible. Take me for an example. I thought it was impossible, but I got it done. So just keep trying until you get it done. Just know what we said just a while ago. It will be impossible if you stop. So just don't stop. Don't lose faith. Just don't lose faith. Take me as an example of 5 years. Yes, I did get it done, but had I tried harder for those 5 years, I'm not saying I didn't try. I did. I didn't give up. Sometimes I give in for a little while, but I'd come back. I've never, ever tried to lose weight for 5 years in my entire life. I never tried to lose weight, I don't think, for 6 months in my entire life. I would try something, lose a little weight, go right back to whatever I was doing before. And I didn't even try that often because I didn't care. I didn't care as long, I've told you before, as long as I could do what I was used to doing, as long as I could still, get up and down and work in the yard and work around the house and do all the things myself. I hardly ever needed David to do anything for me. I'm just telling you, I was like a man. I could do it. I would do it myself. He works hard, he works long, and so I figured if I can do it myself, why I need to ask him? Because I'm one of them, I hate to say it, I'm woman, hear me roar. Roar. Don't need no man. Well, guess what? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. If I didn't have him, I don't know where I'd be right now. I just don't know where I'd be. He keeps me up. He keeps me up financially. He keeps me up physically. He keeps me up. I'm just telling you. And I'm very appreciative. I don't take him for granted. I do not take him for granted. I'm very appreciative of how he treats me. Now, I ain't gonna say he don't get on my nerves, because sometimes I could just pinch that head off. I use that term in a bad way and a good way. I was like, I could pinch his head off, but then I see a cute little baby like Jacob. I could just pinch his head off. And that's in a good way. So go figure. But I love him and I appreciate the way he tends to me and takes care of me. But I used to not need that. You see what I'm saying? He would be there if I needed him, but I didn't need him. I was doing it all myself. I mean, house projects, things, fixing plumbing or stuff like that. I didn't do stuff like that, little odds and ends, but, you know, pretty much anything else I would just do. I would just take care of it because that's just what I did. And so as long as I could keep doing that, I didn't care what I looked like. I did not care. And I look back now at those pictures, I'm like, how could you not care? You might have been big. And I'm like, go girl, you be you. But you were not healthy. You could look at you and tell you were not healthy. My face was so bloated and big. I was not healthy. From here down, I wasn't healthy looking. Whatever. You don't like it? Who cares? But my face, you could just see. Look at the before and after. My after is my during, but it's my after of currently. That was the first day on Weight Watchers in April of 2018. Up here in the little corner. I don't know which corner I'm pointing at. Maybe that one in the corner of my thumbnail. That was my first day. Look at my face. Look how swollen I was. And I didn't see anything wrong with that. There was something wrong with that. So until, my knees were getting bad, but I was still doing what I could do. But until I found out I was having Sebastian, I didn't give a rat's ass about my weight. I had tried maybe a few times over the years, and I was like, forget this. This ain't, I'm just going to eat and cook like I want. That's how we do it down here in the South. We was eating something or talking about eating something. Did I make something? Oh, I fried some squash because Mama gave me some patty pan squash. And the only way I know to make patty pan squash is to fry it. So I fried it. And we was sitting over there eating that stuff. I said, this here is why people in the South is so fat. And I can call it fat because I'm fat. I was fat and I still am fat. So fat can call fat. But if you ain't fat, don't call me fat. You know what I mean? You know how that goes. I said, ain't no wonder. That's why. Because that's how we like to eat. That's how we used to eat. But where was I going with that? Where in the Sam Hill was I going with that? Till I found out I was having Sebastian. That is when I wanted to start. Is I got to get healthy for my grandson. So I tried on my own. It didn't work. And then finally I'm like, I'm going to join Weight Watchers. And that was when my serious weight loss journey started. So for 5 years, I would try this, lose a little weight, and then it would stop. It would just stop. Like, well, that ain't working. I'm going to try something else. So I tried everything, not everything, but you know what I mean, everything, pretty much everything, it seems like, until I come to the decision to have the weight loss surgery. And that's not something I took lightly. I mean, they altered my body. My body has been altered forever. It will never go back. The part of my stomach that they took off, they didn't take it out. They took it off. It's still down there. It's still making, things. I don't know, the stuff that your stomach makes is down in there making the things. It is still attached over here where it's supposed to be attached. And the new stomach goes straight down to the small intestine. So they just took the little pouch that they left and rerouted it down here. And then I don't know how they do it. Don't ask me. But it's down there and it meets down in the small intestine. So there you go. I don't even know where I was going with all that. Let me just say, don't give up. I don't care what you have to do. I don't care how you lose your weight. I don't. If you can eat one cupcake a day and nothing else and lose weight, who am I to tell you not to? Because here's the thing. No, it ain't healthy. It ain't healthy. We know the crap food we eat ain't healthy for us. But sometimes I think, um, how's that saying go? It's a means to the end. It's not healthy, but being overweight's not healthy. So whatever we do to lose the weight to get us healthy with the weight loss, it is the means worth the end. I mean, you have to think about this. If um, whatever you do makes you lose weight to get that fat off your body, to get your blood work in normal ranges of all the things that they check, was it worth that to get there? So who am I to say? Who am I to say that you can't eat one cupcake a day and nothing else and lose weight and get healthy? The only thing is, when you get down there and get healthy, you got to learn how to eat again. You can't eat one cupcake a day for the rest of your life. So, you see what I'm saying? The takeaway from that is, who am I to tell you how to lose weight? Who am I to tell you what path to take on your journey? Nobody. That's who. Mm-mm. You do it your way. I will do it my way. You do it your way. You do it your way, and you do it your way. And I think we shall get along famously. So, somebody asked me, did I have a Facebook so they could be my friend? Let me remind you, I have a Facebook group. It is linked in my description box below. And so if you want to come and be my friend there, I welcome you to come join. And I do post some personal pictures and stuff like that. I probably should post more than I do. And I wish there was a lot more involvement, a lot more discussion. I would like to see some more people jump in and post and discuss and comment. I really would. I would like to see it. And I don't care what weight loss journey you're on. You can ask a question. I guarantee you there'll be somebody else doing the same thing you're doing. Or you can post a recipe, and I guarantee you there'll be somebody else that'll be in their plan. And if it ain't, it might be something they could work into their plan. They'll be like, oh, well, I didn't think of that. So I encourage you, if you are already a member of that group, to participate. Let's get going. Let's get some stuff going. So I don't know if anything I have said today has even congealed into one nice little video. I feel like it has not. Well, I don't know what to tell you about it. That's what I have to tell you about it. When I seen this mug, y'all know I had to have it. I had to have it. Gosh, I got coffee all down the front of this. I'm trying to think where I found this. I think it might have been at C-Van for 49 cents. I think. Oh, well. Let me get off here and get this edited. Listen, I know some people do these chatty videos and just put them up. I do not. Well, I've got some yawns to cut out, but I do not. I need to rehear what I said and just make sure. I just need to make sure that I didn't say something stupid. And then, I mean, even if I did, it's 9 times out of 10 going to stay in there. Sometimes I take big tangents out that just went on and didn't add anything to the video. They were just blubberings. Sometimes I'll take those out because it's just like, oh my gosh, there was 5 minutes worth of useless nothing, which this might have been how much ever long it is of useless nothing. I don't know. So I'm just going to shut up. Just zip it. Stop. In the name of love, before you break my heart, think it over. Every time when somebody would say, stop, I would have to say, In the name of love. That's the one that always comes to my mind. I know there's some other ones. Is it Stop? Hammer Time. Is that a Stop? Hammer Time? Don't it say stop on that one? It seems like there's another one. Stop. Let me know if there's another song that says stop and then what the rest of it is, because I can't think right now. It seems like there's something else. But anyway, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop. I'm going to. So I would say I hope you enjoyed this video, but I don't know if you have or not. If you stuck around to the end, you're a friend. You're a friend. That's what Noelle would call them, friends. You're a friend. So that will do it for me today. Don't give up. It's not impossible. I'm living proof it is not impossible. And you know what? I don't even think now that the next 100 pounds is impossible, because I've come as far as I have. I know I can go that much farther. Now, how long it's going to take me, I don't know, but I know I can do it because I have done it. I know it. I know it. I just know it. So that's going to do it for me today. I will see you. What's the day? Thursday? I don't know if Sebastian is going home today or tomorrow, so I don't know if they'll be alive tomorrow or not. If I don't pop on at 1, you'll know. But I'll put up a community post if there's not going to be alive. I will. If y'all don't know, if you put your notification bell on all, then you will get it if I make a community post. That's just where you can go up and you can just make a post. You can post a picture, you can post a video, whatever you just make a little note. Just make sure your notification bell is on all. And that way, everything that I post, you will get. And you do that for all the people you subscribe to. If you just want to get whatever here and there, just put, I don't know what it is. It's like none. You don't get any notifications, so you don't know when they put a video up. All, when you get all your notifications, and the other one, I'm not sure what the other one is, but you don't get them all. You just get some. So make sure that your notifications are set to all. And that will be it for me today. I'm going to shut my mouth. I'm going to just shut. Okay. Y'all are wonderful. You are just wonderful, wonderful people. And I will see you when I see you.